start the season just never evolved. I mean, they're stuck there in the middle of the pack.
Well, there's plenty of games left. Sometimes it's that progress you make over the course of the season that makes you a factor come April.
And now the New York Knicks starters. The forwards are Bridges and Towns. Landry Shamet is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. And for Orlando, the guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. Then there's Wagner. Then it's Wendell Carter. And it's De Silva in at the power forward position. GA, I've heard coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focused on portions of a long season can keep players focused, especially during road trips. Big goals are reached through small steps.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Bane looking around. So, Stan, I'll ask you, what about Desmond Bane stands out to you the most?
Kevin, I would say what stands out the most is how this guy has improved and added to his offensive game. Came into the league as basically a shooter, but now he has added playmaking and shot creation to his game. He can put the ball on the floor, take it to the basket and finish, or set up his teammates.
And that one misses. In a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, GA, there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their two best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, Bane has worked so hard to get his game where it is today.
New York with the ball. Bridges outside. Outside, Towns. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Wagner. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Bridges with the steal. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Towns. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Sticking with it. Towns wanted that bucket.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Now, here's Wagner. Offensive rebound. Here's Carter. Nails the baby hook.
We always talk about Wagner's versatility. That includes the playmaking.
And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. We talked about the matchup issues that Karl Anthony Towns creates for defenses. Coach said the combination of size and skill make Cat a tough cover. If you put a center on him, he can beat them with his quickness or his perimeter game. And if you put a wing on him, he can overpower them in the post. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Wagner. Mitchell Robinson making his last shot. Bridges against Wagner. Carter with a screen on Bridges. Wagner from long range. It's rebounded by New York. Last time they met in New York.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Yeah, look, those careless fouls would drive a coach nuts. You've got to be disciplined and tied together to have success.
And here are the Knicks now. The Magic getting the bucket. Bridges outside. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
On the wing, Bane. Outside, Suggs. To the inside. Here's Carter. Robinson with the block. And they get it back. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Suggs. No good from outside. The Orlando Magic coming to this one following a loss to the Rockets in Houston. Here's Towns. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Look, that shot is there all night, every night for Towns. I mean, who's going to stop him?
Wagner against Bridges. Wagner as screen on Brunson. Back to Wagner. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
Now, here's Shamet. He has yet to score. Towns finds Robinson. And then Robinson slams it in.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. It's a 5-point game. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
Yeah, it's often a game of very slim margins, and those close losses somehow sting even more.
The Knicks leading by 5. Towns, the pass to Shamet. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And there are subtleties to Big Cat's approach. Nice pump fake that time.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for New York.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
No good on the free throw. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
And he sinks the second.
Well, when your big can contribute from the line like Towns, you gotta like your chances.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Fans, get ready for
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Bridges? He's averaging 15 points a game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
Bridges against Wagner. Suggs, screen on Bridges. Shot clock at 5. There's Wagner with the 3. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Well, Carter Jr. can be such a force on the offensive glass as he demonstrated there.
Brunson kicks to Robinson. Back to Brunson. Shamet up top, guarded by Bane. Here's Suggs, and Suggs throws it down.
Well, I like when Suggs takes initiative on offense. These drives to the rim help get him going.
There's a good screen. Shamet with it. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Miami.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Knicks. Wagner against Hart. Pass to De Silva. Clock at 6. Now here's Bain. Hands it from downtown.
Well, defenses should always expect this from Bain. He's a skilled distance shooter.
Outside Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Here's De Silva. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Rockets in Houston. Off target from the baseline.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Brunson the pass to Towns. Towns is doubled. Brunson with a clean look. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the floor.
Batadze the pass to Suggs. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. So, Stan, when you look at how the Magic defend, can you remember a time when so many of the league's best defenses were all so young?
Well, Kevin, it's something we associate with more veteran teams, but the modern game is so demanding, it may be tilting toward these young legs.
The free throw drops for Suggs.
Well, each year, Suggs comes on a little stronger, and he has really improved his efficiency.
Both free throws good from Suggs. And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
Suggs with the steal. The finish, and Suggs throws it down.
Look, Suggs is a fun player in the open court. Gets to unleash that speed and athleticism.
Brunson goes in. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Oh, gritty make by Brunson. That guy plays way bigger than his size.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you. But it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Jones checked in for Franz Wagner. That one falls for Brunson.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
Now here's Jones. Batadze is screen on Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. And that's collected by Brunson. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with this constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, "He wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is." Guys, back over to you.
He's a culture setter. Allie, we appreciate the report.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Bounce pass Black. They need this, and that one is good from Suggs. Suggs has got 10 points.
And when you look at Suggs' numbers, here's a guy who has really improved his shooting.
Towns, a screen on Suggs. Clarkson against Suggs, and that one good from Clarkson.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Brunson against Jones. Here's Suggs. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. 12 points for him.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Pass to Hart. Towns looking around. And the dunk by Towns.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
The Magic trail by 9. Now Jones. Nothing on the board. Here's Suggs. He's covered by Clarkson. Suggs dishes to Black. Over Hart, and it's Orlando with another.
Look, you can see Black getting more comfortable with that mid-range jumper. A great sign for this team.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Magic making a switch here. Baines checked in. The Knicks also changing it up. Gershon Yabusele, he's checked in for Robinson. Mikal Bridges comes in for Towns. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for New York. They lead by 7. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
Now, here's Isaac. Jordan Clarkson missing his last shot. Batadze the pass to Isaac. Jones against Hart. Jones looking for an opening. Over Hart. The rebound by Yabusele.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Pass to Clarkson. Hart with a screen on Jones. Inside. And Hart throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Mitchell Robinson firing on all cylinders, guys, for the New York Knicks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And when you consider how the Knicks are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Ashard out there with Gershon Yabusele. And it's McBride in at the point.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
And he's good on the second. And Orlando has possession, trailing by 10. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. And the basket by Jones. Jones has got his first bucket in this one.
And, you know, he's not usually the guy to break out the crossover. Worked for him that time, but I'm not sure I would be doing that consistently.
Bridges drives in. And Yabusele wide open, and he shoots. That 3 off the mark. Well, Orlando shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Outside, Jones. Isaac with a screen for Jones. And it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And New York making a change here. Shamet's checked in. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. 4 on the shot clock. Jones for 3. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. Pass to Yabusele. The 19-footer is on the money.
Oh, unselfish play from Bridges, continuing to grow as a leader with plays like that.
The Magic trail by 7. Outside, Jones. Outside, Bain. Top of the key, Batadze. Batadze setting a screen for Bain. And Jones has it in the corner. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Hart. New York leading by 7. Pass to McBride. Yabusele kicks to Hart. New York moving the ball around. Shamet off target from 3-point range. Magic have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. A kick out to Bain. Outside, Jones to the paint. He's looking for Batadze and finds him.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
Nice job by Bridges. Doesn't always get enough credit for his playmaking.
Now here's Jones, defended by McBride. To the middle, and Batadze throws it down.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Only the 6th player ever from the country of Georgia. Batadze is an inspiration, Coach.
He sure is, Kevin, and a hard-playing guy who can really defend and rebound, and he's an underrated offensive player. Great finisher around the rim. This guy can help almost anybody.
And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Here's Shamet. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. The Magic trail by 5. Here's Bitadze, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Outside, Bain. Isaac a screen. Down low. And Isaac throws it down.
Impressed with his decision-making in these sets. Isaac knows where to roll to after setting that screen.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Orlando making some changes. Wagner's checked in for Black. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Jones. And a switch here also for New York. Towns is checked in. Here's Towns. He picked up 39 points in their last one against Miami.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
Hart, that's good.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now, here's Suggs. He's got 12. Outside, Bain. Pass to Bitadze. And Bitadze throws it down.
That's a great pass. Offensively, Bain's the total package.
The Knicks leading by 3. Bridges outside. And here is Shamet. Still yet to score. Towns down low. Defended by Bitadze. Outside, Suggs. Pass to Isaac. Fader on the way. Kicks it out to Wagner. He nails it, and we're tied up. Wagner's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's McBride. He's covered by Suggs. Towns down low. Bitadze's there. 5 on the clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you know, usually you want to foul a 7-footer, but not Towns. He's excellent at the line.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
The free throw drops for Towns.
The #1 pick in the 2015 NBA draft. Towns continues to prove why he's a top big man in this league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. An outstanding defensive big man, Wendell Carter, stands 6'10", and Stan, he has a 7'4" arm span.
Yeah, Kevin, I think his length really bothers people and is deceiving. When you're first looking at him, he looks like almost an undersized center, but in fact, with that wingspan, he's not. And he is so disciplined and fundamentally sound as a defender. He's one of the best in the league.
Brunson against Bain. Towns wide open. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Wagner on the wing. He's covered by Shamet. Pass to De Silva. Outside, Suggs. And then Carter with the dunk.
I like the way Carter Jr. plays. He gives you the size and he gives you the toughness.
Brunson surveying the D. Towns against Carter. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That'll be his second foul of the game. Anthony Black's checked in for Bain. Here's Hart. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Brunson, left side. Just 5 to shoot. Converting through contact. Nice job by Brunson.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Black with it. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Houston. Outside, Suggs looking for Carter. He gets it there.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Clarkson outside. Back to Brunson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That'll be his second foul of the game.
4th team foul.
Here's Hart. He's got 5. Brunson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Suggs knocks it away.
Well, Suggs is an elite on-ball defender. We don't see a lot of blocks by a guard.
Pass to Carter. They double him with Clarkson. Stolen by Clarkson. Now Brunson. He's got 10. And here's Towns, defended by Carter. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Brunson. Towns has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, Towns is sort of a rhythm scorer. He's been in a groove tonight, and his team recognizes that. They keep calling his number.
And then Carter with the jam.
He just powered that one.
One of the game's top dunkers. Clarkson outside. Back to Brunson. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
A true team player. Clarkson will connect other teammates to the ball if they get open.
Here's Wagner. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They've led by as much as 10. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Shoots over Black. And again, it's New York. The Magic trail by 6. Pass to Black. Floats it up for Suggs. Stolen by Brunson. And now Clarkson pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And Clarkson possesses so much speed. Once he gets a step in transition, it's over.
Now Carter. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. Back to Carter. And he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh, Carter Jr. bringing the thunder.
1:21 left in the second quarter. Now, here's Clarkson. Black defending. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Well, we saw Suggs' ability to take over games at the collegiate level, doing the same here in the NBA.
Clarkson outside. Back to Brunson. It's tipped. Here's De Silva. He's covered by Shamet. Wagner on the wing. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 5 to shoot. Here's Suggs. And it's Anthony Black with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's just the physicality from Suggs. Fighting off defenders in close.
Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Orlando. And then for New York, Robinson comes in for Josh Hart. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. New York has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Brunson outside. Towns a screen on Jones. From deep, Brunson. That one no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. They lead by 2. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Right now, the New York Knicks are providing quite an entertaining and close game.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Yeah, boos from the stands can be a motivator.
Okay, switching gears. Let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings thus far.
Looking at the Knicks, they've had some hiccups early on, but I don't think that takes away from the potential of this team. With their talent and coaching, they could easily mount a challenge for the top spot before it's over.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jalen Suggs.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Running out on the wings, they'll have Bane and Wagner. Then there's Suggs. Then it's Wendell Carter, and it's De Silva in at the 4. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Carter with the screen. Payton for 3. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brunson against Suggs. Bridges for 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists now tonight. Outside, Suggs. Pass to Carter. Inside. Here's Bane. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Brunson attacking, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
And he saw a lane, and Brunson decides to challenge it. Doesn't take but a sliver of daylight for him to be aggressive.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
one falls for Brunson. And both free throws good for Brunson. The Magic trail by 5. Wagner outside. Payne for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall. Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Here's Carter, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Carter's got 14 points.
Yeah, you got to reward the big man for hustling. Great work by Carter Jr. to get to the right spot in transition.
The close-range shot is good from Brunson.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to De Silva. To the middle. Here's Payne. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Payne's got 4 points this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Brunson the pass to Robinson. Right wing. Towns kicks to Brunson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jalen Suggs.
And what's especially hard about defending Brunson, he just plays with so much energy.
That one falls for Brunson. And both free throws good for Brunson. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Wagner against Bridges. Now, here's Wagner. He's guarded closely. Shoots the 3. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Suggs.
So often, Suggs is used to initiate offense. But tonight, he's been on the finishing end time and time again.
Pass to Brunson. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. Good work there as it goes. Brunson's got 22 points. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Wagner. 6 points for him. Suggs in the corner. Stolen by Brunson. Bridges outside. Outside, Towns. Drills the three-pointer. Now it's a 7-point Knicks lead.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Bridges with the steal. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Kevin, back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Carter sets the pick for Payne. To the paint. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
New York leading by 5. Brunson up top. He's covered by Suggs. And it's Brunson missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Outside, Suggs. Pass to Wagner. Magic moving the ball around. Bridges against Bain. Here's De Silva. 4 on the clock. Here's Suggs. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. And now just a 2-point Knicks lead. Brunson against Suggs. Robinson a screen on Suggs. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you see how Brunson's fine-tuned his playmaking ability. That pass on time and on point.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Landry Shamet.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Here are the Magic now. 4-point game. Wagner outside. Outside, Bain. Pass to Carter. Back to Bain. Latre. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
And here is Robinson. Oh, that's blocked. Here's De Silva. Hasn't made one yet. Suggs. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. The Knicks leading by 4. In the corner. Shamet with it. Outside, Towns. Bridges against Suggs. And there's Brunson. That's good on the assist by Bridges.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Wagner against Bridges. Wagner outside. Pass to De Silva. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They've led by as much as 10. Now here is Robinson. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
On the free throw, no good. The Magic trail by 8. Batase inside, defended by Towns. Batase the pass to Suggs. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. New York's gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Pass to Towns. Robinson a screen on Isaac. Count the basket. Towns has got the lead up to 10 now for the Knicks.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Jalen Suggs. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Yeah, you need someone who can organize that second unit and keep things moving along. A tremendous asset, highly valued by a coaching staff.
Wagner looking it over. Isaac outside. Screen by Batadze. Wagner from long range. Drills it from outside. Wagner's got 9 points.
Something Wagner continues to work on. It's huge when he's connecting from outside.
Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
The Magic trail by 10. Now, here's Wagner. He's got 9. Outside, Bain. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. There's Batadze. And Batadze throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Lobbed up there for Robinson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the way that Brunson is just so calm in the pick and roll, boy, he is smooth.
Brunson against Suggs. Wagner from long range. Hits it from three-point range. Wagner's got 6 here in this quarter.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Back to Brunson. Hart outside. Back to Brunson. Fires from deep. And Bain pulls it down. Bain's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, there's Wagner using that size to get a good look on the drive.
Outside, Towns. Back to Brunson. Robinson a screen on Suggs. Brunson the pass to Robinson. Oh, and that jam is right over Batadze.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Orlando making some changes. Howard's checked in for Franz Wagner. Anthony Black comes in for Bain. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Suggs. And then for New York, Gershon Yabusele, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Clarkson comes in for Towns. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. .133 left in the third quarter of the game. Black finds Isaac. Here is Howard. The 3. Rebound collected by Clarkson. And it's blocked. And so the ball's out of bounds. Batadze touched it last. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejection. Wow.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Here's McBride. Still scoreless. Bridges kicks to Clarkson. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Howard against Bridges. Now here's Jones. D right on him. Driving to the basket. And Batazzi throws it down.
Well, offensively, he's doing his best to keep them in this game, but they might need someone else to step up as well.
Howard against Bridges. Hart outside to the inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the line for him here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
That's good from Yabusele.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
He's off on the second. The Magic trail by 6.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
For 3, Bridges. Jalen Brunson has been on display for the Knicks. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Knicks, Clarkson is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Josh Hart. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Towns in at the 5. The kick out to Bain. A three-pointer, no good.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
It's deflected, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Here's McBride. Got it from 16 feet. McBride's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Knicks.
Well, that's how you draw it up. Great execution.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Outside, Bain. Isaac with a screen for Bain. Clock at 4. And the basket by Isaac.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outside, Towns. Pass to McBride. Back to Towns. Off target with his 3.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Howard wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. New York leading by 4. Hart the pass to Clarkson. Shamet up top. Pass to Towns for three. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Here's Towns on the dunk by Towns.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Clarkson outside. Towns against Isaac. Payne with the steal. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Howard dishes to Black. To the paint to tie it up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
And Isaac really continues to intrigue you. A 6'10" forward who's just got great agility and can be a nightmare in transition.
Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. And the second free throw, good. And the Knicks with possession here. They've led by as much as 10. McBride passes to Robinson. Towns, the bounce pass. McBride from outside, off the mark. Orlando's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Black. A miss that time would have put him up. The Knicks with the lead. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Towns, the pass to Hart. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Pass to Shamet. From 17 feet out, Black grabs the board.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And here's Wagner. Defended by Towns. Now, here's Bain to take the lead. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Stepping in from the line. It's easy money for Bain there.
Towns, the screen. Here's McBride. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
For the Knicks, Mikal Bridges checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Hart. Free throw good, McBride. And so it's Suggs who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Wagner. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. To Stan, you don't see a whole lot of players 6'10" with the perimeter skills of a Franz Wagner.
Oh, you sure don't, Kevin. And not a guy with his size, strength, and skill. And he can create shots for himself.
2 shots.
He can finish through contact. And he will also create shots for his teammates.
That's good from Wagner.
Well, look, I really appreciate how Franz Wagner does a little of everything. Along with plenty of scoring, he's a multi-dimensional player.
The Knicks making a switch here. Hart's checked in. Both free throws good from Wagner.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Suggs against Brunson. Down low. Here's Shamet. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Boom, he jams it straight down. Pass to Black. They set the pick. Now, Wagner. Low block shot on the way. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Yeah, after a slow start to the game, he's been productive and efficient here in the second half.
Robinson a screen on Suggs. Brunson up top. He's covered by Suggs. Bridges misses.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Brunson outside. Five on the clock. He can't hit that time. Nice defense from Wagner. Hard against Suggs. Inside. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, look, it's been a big night for Wagner. He's 6'10", skilled, smart, a really difficult matchup.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Suggs, screen on Bridges. Here's Black, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think Black's agility caught the defense off guard there, and he's able to draw a shooting foul.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Well, what you like about Black is he processes quickly, and he moves quickly, plus great size for his position.
Towns, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And Black drops them both. New York trailing. And here's Brunson. Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. Brunson for 3. Likes the look and drains it.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Pass to De Silva. Here's Bain. And he gets it to go. Bain's got 4 points this quarter.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Brunson the pass to Towns. And it's good. He's made 2 for every 1 he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Fantastic move right there by Towns. I like when he gets creative with his ball handling.
Black kicks to Bain. Here's De Silva. Defended by Towns. Here's Wagner with the 3. New York's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Pass to De Silva. Magic moving the ball around. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for 1 more. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
The Magic making a switch here. Suggs is checked in.
Well, this league expects versatility from front courts, and Franz Wagner has really risen to that challenge. You see him getting sharper across the board.
Brunson against Suggs. Right block shot. Orlando grabs the miss. Carter's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Well, he's got that clutch gene in him. Suggs digging deep when they needed it.
Outside, Towns. Robinson with it. Robinson a screen on Suggs. Here's Robinson. Stolen by Carter. With the step back. Now Bain. Now Carter. Suggs. And the 3 misses. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. A 2-point game. Outside, Brunson. Now Towns. Outside, Bridges. From deep. And there's the 3.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Bridges against Wagner. Carter with a screen on Bridges. And Wagner drives in, and he gets the floater to drop it.
Well, no surprise. Wagner is becoming a guy they can go to in big spots.
Here's Towns. 1:51 left in the 4th quarter. It's off target. Well, Orlando shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Not that time. It won't go. New York trailing. Outside, Brunson. 1:21 left to play in the final quarter. And down it goes.
Showing time and time again he is comfortable being that first option. Brunson delivering in the clutch.
Outside, Bain. And he gets it to go.
Well, that's a huge bucket in a pressure-packed moment. You can see why this team trusts Desmond Bain.
Brunson against Suggs. Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Carter throws it down. What an assist!
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan of his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now, here's Shamet, guarded by Bain. Now, Shamet. Here we've got Brunson. Lock at 6.
And Brunson, a very physical player. Someone that understands how to bait defenders into fouling.
It's the first, and that brings them within 2 here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, this is what he does. When you need him to come through, he answers the call.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Brunson cleared away by Suggs. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Absolutely needed 3 here.
Jacks up a 3. He drills the 3.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Here's Bain. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bain. Then there's Carter. Then there's Wagner. And it's De Silva in at the 4-man position. Towns outside. Now here's Shamet, guarded by Bain. Just 2 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Suggs. Suggs against Brunson. Count it. Nails it from 14.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
It's tipped. Bridges with the steal. Right side Towns. Now, here's Shamet. Not a lot of room. Now, Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Brunson. The long shot, no good. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 2. Wagner with the drive.
Look, when Wagner's rolling, he can score with the best of them. He's having an outstanding night.
Brunson outside. Robinson against Carter. Towns fires. Misses the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Suggs. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Towns outside. Shoots. Oh, and wide open, nails the jam.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Left side, Towns. That one goes in.
Well, in a big moment, go to your big man. Towns can be so dominant when he needs to be.
Now, here's Payne. He's covered by Shamet. Fast break, here they come. Oh, the dunk!
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greggy lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Carter sets the pick for Payne. Oh, good on the layup. New York's gone 0 of 3 from long range so far in this overtime period. Now Brunson launches it. Book it, Brunson, cash from the corner.
And he lives for the moment. Brunson playing his best during crunch time.
Now here's Payne. Defense is right there. Now Suggs. And Brunson comes to help. And again unable to change the momentum here. The Knicks leading by 5. Bridges inside. Outside Brunson. Here's Robinson. Brunson right side. Got a hand on it. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise. So we'll see some free throws here. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line. And he adds some cushion to their lead.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. There's 47 seconds left in overtime. Outside, Bain. Here's Wagner. And Bridges with the block.
This is where Bridges' wingspan is a factor, allowing him to reach out and get a piece of that shot.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Brunson.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Franz Wagner. First personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for New York, Jalen Brunson. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Wagner.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
So it's New York picking up the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan.